Humanity and the Aryan Space Command spread out to try and survive. And the idea was that if we had enough bases, base ships, even if one of them was destroyed, we would never be fully defeated. It was also during this time period that we started work on the first iteration of the Foundry, which one day would become our main base. However, if you remember from last time, using my infamously massive ego, I declared war against the Ravagers, and they weren't going to stop hunting me. I did some work on the Foundry construction project. I also designed a nice looking briefing room. It would be something that we would put on every station afterwards. However, the first Foundry wouldn't last very long. The first iteration of the Foundry was obliterated by a Ravager torpedo. The Ravagers were hunting us. One by one we were all picked off. But then the Foundry was finally complete. But now that we were safe and we had everything we needed, it became boring. People left. We had plans to build a fleet and invade the entire moon, but that never happened. Though we did still have a decent amount of active players, so when the server was wiped, the Foundry was built again. It was rebuilt in a matter of days. In fact, I hadn't even realised it was gone. After the wipe we were a bit more active, and some interesting things happened. This time we managed to get quite a lot done. We built a few cool ships using Pittsburgh's well done. I also rebuilt the Antares, and took it down to Earth to scout a few times. However, safe zones hadn't been fixed yet, and ships had a tendency to float out. This was the case with the Starstreaker, Alchemachome's personal trade ship. And then the Ravagers found the Foundry. They stole the Starstreaker, and I saw it just above me while I was sitting in the Antares. I got out and tried going after him with a grinder, but he was armed with a gun and he shot me. I tried going after him, but he jumped away before I could stop him. However, since we owned the grid, we were able to track the Starstreaker back to their base. However, they had stolen it for a reason. What the Ravagers did is they used the Starstreaker, which was owned by us, to bypass the safe zone. They attached a grinder to the Starstreaker, used that to grind the safe zone, and then they took our own ships, hacked them, and used them to destroy the Foundry. However, since hacking safe zones was against the rules, we were able to report them to the admins, and they got banned for 2 weeks. Because we knew that the Foundry could still be taken out, faction member Boltar designed and built the Bullet Point Station, which would act as a secondary base where we could attack from. Eventually the Foundry itself was automatically deleted because the owner of its PCU hadn't been online for 2 weeks. Only the Antares, 2 fighters, and Pittsburgh's printer remained. So we attached all the ships to the Antares and head out from Bullet Point Station. We arrived at the station and docked up all our ships. Soon the server was going to be wiped, so I had an idea to host a big battle at the end of the server. So I designed and built the Spectator Station, a place where people could come and watch the battle. It also had a spawn point, so anyone could spawn there. We positioned the Spectator Station in an asteroid field just between the Earth and the Moon. This was so that anyone could get there because most people lived on or near the Earth. To prepare for the battle, we built another C-25 Corvette, the same blueprint that we built for the first base.